We have lots of crazy conversations, but this time, you're invited. You're listening to your favorite mother-daughter duo, the Crozier Girls. Okay, for some reason, when I got back, like, fresh off the airplane, I decided it was a good idea to put my headphones under my bed, but, like, all the way under my bed behind things, so I couldn't find them, and I just spent 5 minutes looking for them, so.
Right, you texted me, I'm sorry, I couldn't find all my things, and I literally said... We have a guest on today. We'll get to that. But I literally said to our guest, she's known we've been doing this all day. So why is she just now trying to locate her things?
So sorry. I've been working all day, Mom. And I haven't been like, oh, I should get all set up for the podcast in like 7 hours.
Right. Except for that she did take time, ladies and gentlemen, over her lunch break to watch a scandalous documentary on Netflix that we can discuss at any time.
Priorities. Listen, so that's important.
Okay, well, I just want to say first, it's really weird doing this podcast right now with you in the floor in your bedroom. Like this is very weird for me, not seeing you sitting at your table in Zagreb.
No, you're just upstairs. Hey.
I know. Yeah. It's just weird. People are like, how's Rebekah doing? You know, how blah, blah. I'll be honest, sometimes I forget that you're home. I'll wake up in the morning and I'll immediately grab my phone to see if I have a Marco Polo from you. And there's not one because you're here.
Forgettable is what I'm hearing. She doesn't even know I'm in the house.
No, that's not it at all. What you're hearing is for 6 months, like every morning I would wake up and I would check to read the text messages you've sent me because you've been up for, 6 hours, whatever. It's half the day is gone. And now I wake up and it's kind of an adjustment. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had friends tell me, I was used to it being where I could text you at 8 a.m. my time and you would answer because it was 2 p.m. your time. But my friends know I'm not going to be texting in the mornings. You don't hear from me till noon because I just don't want to.
Right.
So my friends are like, I actually know I have to wait half the day for you to respond to me.
Right. Right. You came through the kitchen this morning and I was already up. I had just gotten back from boot camp when you came out. And so you came out, Dad looked at me and I literally said, don't say anything to her. I mouthed it to him. He was like, okay. He mouthed back to me. So,
oh my goodness.
Anyway, yeah.
Scary. It's not that bad.
I know, but you just don't like to be talked to. So we're trying to be respectful of that. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Anything pertinent we need to catch up on before we get started?
I think we're good. I think we should introduce our guest.
Okay, let's do it. Take it away.
Okay, today joining us, we have the one and only Lauren Seagraves. She has always said since we started the podcast that she's our number one fan.
Yep.
So we're really happy that we can have our number one fan on the podcast. That's a pretty big honor. So
yeah, it's a huge honor. And just to give our listeners a little bit more background than that, I held Lauren when she was hours old. I have known this child since she was fresh out of the womb, and I love her so much. Her and Rebekah have grown up together, and it's really sweet, just their friendship through all the years. And so anyway, welcome to the podcast, Lauren.
Hi, I'm so honored to be, I feel like a celebrity. That's what I told my mom. I was like, I feel like I'm a celebrity going on the podcast.
Okay.
You are, so you're correct.
Yes, you are a celebrity. Welcome to Crozier Girls podcast.
Thank you.
Okay, well, first I think we should start because we have some vanity plates that we've seen or received recently that are really interesting. I had a breakthrough this morning. I think I finally cracked the code of one that Mom sent me days ago.
Right.
That we didn't know what it was.
Who sent us that one? Do we know?
I don't know. You sent it to me, but I don't know if someone sent it to you.
Okay. Well, hold on, because we need to give this person credit. Okay. Yes. So we got this one that Rebekah had a breakthrough this morning came from our sweet friend, Sarah Cox. She sent it to me days ago, and she said it took her a little bit to figure it out, and it clearly has taken us.
Wait, did she say what she thought it was? I didn't know.
No. She just said it took me a minute. She sent that on Thursday. Rebekah had her breakthrough this morning. I gave up a long time ago, so it took us a lot longer than a minute. So, Sarah, I would say well done on figuring this one out so quickly. But anyway, tell us what it was, Rebekah.
Okay, so the license plate is AWKSHNR. So at first we were like, oh, awkward shiner, like we didn't know what it was. But then today I just like said it out loud and I was like, oh, auctioneer, I think.
Yes.
Which is,
yes.
I'm assuming they're an auctioneer. Why else would you have that on your license plate? But
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it's got to be. So if anyone from Bedford, Tennessee is an auctioneer, we saw your license plate somewhere in the Brazelton area. So that was a good one. Thank you, Sarah, for sending it. I saw one recently that I thought was really clever. It was HYOFICER. So let's give the people a minute. HYOFICER. And it was on a beautiful orange Mustang. So I'm assuming it's hi, officer, which I thought was really creative. So
yeah, that's good.
Well done on that one.
That's a good one.
Yes.
Okay, I had a question for our guest. If you had to have a vanity plate, what would your vanity plate say?
Okay, I've been thinking about this. Okay, I'm a huge Swiftie, so it has to be Taylor Swift related. Okay, so I did consult ChatGPT, and they were, they were unhelpful. So I had to come up with it outside of that because they gave me really lame options.
Okay, I like it. We had to use our brains.
So I decided it would be the acronym for All Too Well. This Taylor Swift song, All Too Well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version from the vault. So ATWTMVTV. I had to cut off the from the vault part because it was too long. But anyway, that's my answer.
The vault. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
so
that's really good. I will have to say, if I saw that, I would never even know it's a vanity plate. I would think the state of Georgia DMV just, sent that straight to you. Yep.
That's why it's good, because it's subtle, and like Taylor Swift fans will immediately know what it is, because that
like an
acronym
inside
is used often.
Yes.
Interesting. That's so interesting. Okay. Well, very good. I like that. I like that a lot. So speaking of Taylor Swift, you and Taylor have something in common right now.
We do.
Yeah. So for the listeners, Lauren and Taylor are both planning weddings. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. Tell us, what from the wedding. Listen, we haven't planned any weddings at the Crozier house. And as it stands right now, it could be a long time before we do. So tell me, that is no jab at any of my children either, by the way. Just, it could be a long time.
Felt like a jab.
Maybe Luna wants to get married soon.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not happening. That is definitely not happening. But tell me, Lauren, what has been the funnest thing about planning the wedding, and then maybe the most stressful? And it's okay. You could I can cut pauses out. So if you need to think about it, that's okay. I can cut all this out.
I'm scared because I always hear you say on the podcast, I'm going to cut this out. And then you don't.
Oh, listen, you wouldn't believe what I actually cut. I do cut a lot of stuff. So
I will say Lauren and Taylor Swift always have something in common, and that's that they're both amazing, wonderful, perfect, kind people. So just had to say that and throw that out there.
Aw.
Okay. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Spoken like a true bestie.
Okay, I would say the most fun part is just seeing everything come together, and finding my dress was really fun, like trying on different dresses and just organizing certain things, like picking stuff out for the day, dress, accessories, things like that. I would say the most, did you say stressful or not fun?
Yeah.
Okay, this wasn't stressful, but I would say a harder part is like compromising on things,
Okay.
like between me and Matthew that maybe we disagree with and want different things.
Oh,
So that
give
could
us an
be-
example. Give us the tea.
I'm
For
so
example,
glad you asked.
Matthew is not the biggest Taylor Swift fan.
Yes, Matthew is growing on the idea, but he's kind of a hater. He's been a great sport. I have snuck in a few Taylor Swift references into the wedding, but there was one song in particular, Daylight by Taylor Swift, that I really wanted in the wedding, but apparently Matthew just hates the song, so it's just not in the cards.
Okay. Well, listen, here's what I'll say to you, Lauren. Good job just saying, you know what, this is not a mountain or a hill that I'm going to die on. So, and letting go of that. When Robbie and I were about to get married, we had to do marriage counseling. And the pastor that we met with, sweet, sweet, sweet man, we still see him occasionally and just love him. He told us, like, you are going to have to figure out every argument if it's a hill worth dying on. And there's going to be some things that it is, and there's going to be a lot of things that's not. So one of the most successful things you can do to make your marriage healthy is don't die on every hill, because you are not going to win every battle. And so, see, you've already crossed over the first challenge. So good job.
Thank you. And then for a non-Taylor Swift answer, my answer would be just juggling how expensive a wedding is, because nothing is realistic pricing. But I think we've done a decent job.
Okay. So how did that work? Like, did your parents give you a budget, or how? Okay. So they kind of gave you a budget, and then you and Matthew, I guess, sat down to decide, like, maybe like what you want to spend on what, or how? We
knew from the beginning that photos were the most important thing to us. So we kind of spent more on the photographer. We recently did add a videographer. We found one that wasn't that expensive, and then kind of went cheaper on other things.
Okay. Prioritizing.
Well, the venue was the most expensive thing, though. The venue and then the photographer.
Okay. Very interesting. Well, weddings are definitely different than they were when your mom and dad and Robbie and I got married, but I'm so excited about it, and everything that I've seen is so beautiful, and it's just going to be such a fun day.
Thank you.
So,
it's getting
Lauren,
real close.
You're a better person than me, because I would be like, I'm so sorry, this is my wedding. You don't have any say. I'm just kidding.
To compromise, Rebekah.
And this is why
oh
this is why it could be a very long time before there's a wedding in our house.
He will just feel so blessed that he gets to marry me. He won't even care.
Oh my.
Don't get me wrong. There's lots of Taylor in this wedding. She will not be absent.
Okay.
She will not be absent. Her presence will be felt.
I hope there's as much Lauren in Taylor's wedding as there is Taylor in Lauren's wedding.
Well,
and Taylor knows what's good for her.
In her wedding, obviously. I'm her maid of honor. She already asked me.
Mom, this was like so many episodes ago, but when we were talking about Taylor getting married, and I don't know, I guess I said like who my +1 will be. No, did I say it would be you? I don't know. And then Lauren texted me and she was like, I'm so sorry, I won't be your +1. And then she sent another text and she was like, oh, actually, I'll have my own invite, so it's okay.
Yes, that's right. You will both get your invite delivered by owl to your front door. So there you go.
Yes.
Owl.
There you go.
That's so true.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. We're all very excited. And it's fun to see you girls grow up for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So exciting.
Well,
this weekend, Lauren and I attended her bachelorette party, and it was so fun.
So fun.
We did have a story to share. Actually, I feel like, should we share about like the whole Airbnb experience in general, like the host? Okay, so we went to Greenville and we had a cute Airbnb. But I made the mistake of telling the Airbnb host that we were a bachelorette party. And so I guess in his mind, he was thinking, oh my gosh, they're about to throw a rager of a party and destroy my house.
That had to be what he thought, because based on all his responses.
Yeah. So my bad for calling it a party, because it was a party, but also we were just hanging out. Obviously, we were not going to, it was not a rager. But what did he say that was so funny, Lauren?
He said you were trying to reassure him that there's not going to be any alcohol. And he was like, okay, I guess I need to guarantee there's no alcohol. And I guess since you have good reviews, I'll be willing to take a chance on you.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm willing to take a chance, which it's so funny because all of my reviews are from random Airbnbs in Croatia, and none of my reviews are like grammatically correct because those people, English isn't their first language. So he really did take a chance because I have good reviews, but also like he's probably like, is this girl Croatian? Like, I don't understand.
He also said, like, I also need a guarantee that you won't hang anything up, which we definitely did do.
So we were a little bit rebellious, but I used command strips, no paint came off. Well, and we also hung on like a door frame.
Yeah, he said don't hang anything on the walls. We hung it on the window. So
Okay.
we really didn't break
good.
any rules.
Yeah.
Great. Well done, ladies. I'm very proud of y'all for following the Airbnb rules. As an Airbnb owner, when you hear bachelor or bachelorette party, I'm not going to lie, I get really nervous too. So
well, we've had several bachelor parties and bachelorette parties come to Big Canoe, haven't we?
We had one, and I don't think I'll do it again.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, they just get really wild. I mean, you guys are an anomaly that you didn't have alcohol and that it wasn't like a crazy rager. I mean, there's literally 6 of you, so it was a small group. It wasn't anything crazy, but, it's just risky. It's risky. So, anyway, I'm glad that went well. Well, what other adventures happened this weekend that you can share about?
Ooh.
Spicy.
Okay, so I get there and like the first thing I do is go to the bathroom, and there's 2 bathrooms, and I start to use the toilet paper and it's really, really wet. So I was like, that's weird, but it was only in one spot and it was most of the roll. And I was like, that's so weird. And then I forgot about it. And then one of Lauren's future sisters-in-law, they got there and she was like, why is the toilet paper wet? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. And then we went to the other bathroom and the toilet paper was wet, like damp in there too. It was really, really gross. And they didn't have any other, like there was no stock of toilet paper anywhere. Really? So that was all we had. Yeah,
we looked everywhere. We were like, do we need to like go buy toilet paper? But then Rebekah had an idea about how she could fix this problem.
I was like, well, it looks like the wet stops maybe like halfway through the roll. And it was too much to just like unroll. That would have taken 2 hours. So I just got some scissors and I just started cutting through the toilet paper roll, and I cut the part that was wet off. But Lauren just like walked into the kitchen and I'm just like cutting up this toilet paper.
It had been
world.
Okay, so it had been like a few minutes and I was like, what is she doing? So I like walked out there and I saw what she was doing, so I like had to start taking a video. I was like, what is happening?
In the world? Why didn't y'all just run to the Dollar General and buy a couple rolls of toilet paper?
Because you'd have to buy a whole
that's too much work.
Yeah. It was so much easier to just use scissors, Mom.
Okay, what if that roll of toilet paper was dropped in a toilet that someone had peed in?
So
I don't think so, because
it was where the toilet paper was. This is toilet paper, and the vent was like blowing on it, and then also blowing from above, and it was right next to like the shower. So we were like, maybe it was just getting wet somehow.
Yeah, we think it was condensation, because also it was the same situation in the other bathroom, and it wasn't. I've dropped a roll of toilet paper in the toilet before, and it was one little part of the roll, but then it went down. This is so detailed about this toilet paper roll.
This is probably one of the more detailed stories I think we've ever told over something that literally matters not at all.
Okay, but it does matter, because I told the Airbnb host, when I gave them a review, I was like, your toilet paper was wet. So you got 4 stars for cleanliness.
Oh, you gave him 4 stars.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
For cleanliness, but 5 for everything else.
Also, here's my other thing. If someone is only staying for a weekend, then you need to have an extra roll of toilet paper or 2. If people are staying for a long time, then they need to bring their own supplies.
Right. Yeah.
But if you have someone that's staying for one night, like you need to have at least one extra roll. Yeah, that's
like a backup roll.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Very interesting. You know, the amount of time on this podcast that we have spent talking about bathrooms or things that happen in bathrooms it's really shocking.
We're just trying to normalize the dialogue around bathrooms. It's okay to talk about bathrooms more.
I guess. Lauren, would you prefer to pay for a clean bathroom or not have to pay and the bathroom be men?
Not have to pay. Immediately not have to pay.
Okay.
Yes, she's on my side. The age-old question.
The age-old question. Well, that's crazy.
I also can go, this is bad, but I can go a long time without using the bathroom because at my job with the children of the world, I can't just leave them and go to the bathroom.
That's
so
right.
Just hold it all day, which I'm not recommending people do that. But if I had to if you had to pay, I think I could.
You could hold it for
a little while. Yeah.
Well, that's a real gift from the Lord, Lauren. That means that our Lord has shined upon you with grace and kindness.
It took some adjusting. It was
yeah. Well, I'm pretty old, and I don't think that's any adjusting will ever get me to the point where I can hold my bladder all day long. So well done. Lauren is a fabulous 4th grade?
Fourth grade, yes.
Yeah, 4th grade teacher. So we appreciate your service to the future generations.
Thank you.
Yes, we do.
All right. Well, cool. So what else is on your list? Since we took a week off. So
yeah, we did. Okay, I have a note to ask you about Mahjong.
Oh, yes.
So
okay, so yes, so I've been wanting to learn how to play Mahjong, and in case you've never seen Crazy Rich Asians, it is this game of tiles. They're almost like dominoes, and you play it with 4 people, and it's basically putting together these combinations through drawing tiles and trading tiles. It's very complicated, but I've been wanting to learn, and so a friend of mine, Janine, plays Mahjong with some ladies in her neighborhood. And so a few Fridays ago, myself, my friend Amy, we went over to Janine's house to play with her and her friend Amy, and they were trying to teach us how to play. And I'll have to say, I think I caught on. It's very hard. It is a very hard game. You have to think, but it's so fun, and I loved it. But here's what's crazy about this whole entire story. Janine's friend Amy, when we got there, she said something about she grew up around here or something. I can't remember exactly. So we play our game of Mahjong, and then we finished, and before we left, we were just talking, and I said, you mentioned that you grew up around here. What high school did you go to? So she said, I went to Berkmar, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's where I went to high school. So then we start talking, and I was like, well, what elementary school did you go to? Bethesda Elementary. I was like, oh my goodness, that's where I went. She was older than me, but here's the crazy thing. She was like, my mom taught there. I said, what was your maiden name? She said, Anderson. I said, was your mom Mrs. Anderson? She said, yeah. Obviously her mom was Mrs. Anderson. She was my 3rd grade teacher.
What? That's
her mom was my 3rd grade teacher. And here's the craziest thing. I do not have a great memory. I only remember 2 of my elementary school teachers, 2. And one of them was her mom. Mrs. Anderson was one of my favorite teachers. I remember for Valentine's Day, me and my friend Chandler, we were in that class together, and we took up money from all our friends to buy her a box of chocolates for Valentine's Day.
That's so sweet.
I loved her mom so much. So I thought that was the craziest thing. I'm just playing Mahjong, and next thing you know, Miss Anderson's daughter is telling me. And she's still living, and she's doing great. She still lives in the area. So I thought that was like the coolest story.
Aw,
That's so sweet.
I know. Yeah. So, Lauren, maybe someday, one of your students will be playing Mahjong with one of your children. way in
funny.
the future.
Aw.
Yeah.
Yes, that's funny.
So if anyone out there plays Mahjong and you'd like to invite me to your games, I would love to learn and get better. So
How is it different than the phone version of Mahjong? that you've
okay,
been
well the
playing for a
phone
long
version,
time?
the phone version is just a matching. You're just making
okay.
pairs. The real game is nothing like the matching game I've been doing. Now there is a Mahjong for friends, and that's the actual real games of Mahjong. And so I've been playing that. Some you can play with bots. And so I've been playing that just to get more used to the cards. So every year, the American Mahjong Association puts out a new card. And so, like, you play with the 2025 card, and it's copyrighted. And so you can't like get them on Amazon, or if you watch videos on YouTube of people instructing you how to play, they don't ever show the card because it's copyrighted. So my friend Janine had bought her card on Amazon, and there's a few little mistakes on it. They have to do that so that they don't get slammed with a lawsuit. And so she made a copy for me. And so that's like the card that I'm using is basically the black market Amazon Mahjong card that my friend made a copy of for. So anyway, you have to use this card that has the different combinations. And then when you're looking at your tiles, you have to try to figure out which combination you think you can get throughout the course of the game. And so anyway, it's very, very, very fun, and it's very complex, and I really would love to get a set of the tiles because you can also play it with two people. There's a certain way you can alter it and play it with two people. So I think it'd be something Dad and I would really enjoy playing together. So anyway.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That's really cool. I had no idea that's what it was.
Oh, yeah. It's a big deal right now among, middle-aged people. So especially females. So, yeah.
Okay, that reminded me of this, and y'all are gonna be like, "How is there a connection?" But okay, but you said like, "Oh, there's like a different card every year, like 2025 card." Okay, so you know how like American Girl doll, like there's like a different doll every year, like 2025 like doll of the year.
Doll of the year.
Yeah. Have you been seeing? Okay, Lauren, have you seen those like reels on social media that are like, I get these all the time, that are people being like, "Oh, so you think your trauma is bad? Let's talk about Kirsten, whose friend died of, cholera on board the ship." Or let's talk about Samantha, whose best friend worked in a factory and got her hand whipped or whatever.
Hand sawed off. I've seen those. It's hilarious.
I have seen like one of those, but my algorithm is just all Summer I Turned Pretty or Taylor Swift's new album.
No.
Mom, do you have thoughts on the Summer I Turned Pretty?
I cannot. I have so many thoughts on it. It's such a disaster. I'm honestly ashamed that I'm watching it. I am frustrated at myself for wasting my time, which is something you cannot get back. It is a resource that once gone, you can't get it back.
And but yet you continue to watch it. So
I know, which is what is the most frustrating of all. Like, why can't I quit?
So how far into it are you?
I just finished the episode where Belly and Jeremiah Fisher are apartment hunting, and she finds out, oh, you can't do a credit check because my fiance is has credit trouble.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, okay, sweetie, run. Red flag. Run
Jeremiah's
for the
dad
hills.
Pays for everything. So the fact that he doesn't have to pay for anything but has all this credit debt is baffling.
Here's the other thing. If you are, to all of our young listeners out there, we have a lot of young listeners, okay? My Connect Group girls, Micah's friends at school, God love them. I don't know why they want to listen to his mother, blabber on. But to all my young listeners, if you are having to mother your boyfriend run, run, run.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
If they cannot be big boys and take care of themselves, then you do not need to be tying yourself to that person for the rest of your life. So that's what I'm going to say about that. I mean, she has her own list of problems too. I mean, what in the world with this girl? She's, I guess, fine tearing this family apart, making these two brothers fight over her. It's honestly ridiculous.
Well, they started it.
Sorry. If you have grown up with these people, those relationships should be more important than your, lusting after Conrad Fisher and getting into a relationship with him.
Me and Rebekah have also talked about how weird the dynamic is. Because we're like, this is how I related it. I said, it would be like, okay, our families grew up together. It would be like if Andrea, my sister, was dating one of your brothers. And then she went to the other one of your brothers. And then back to the other brother.
Yeah.
Right.
Crazy.
Right. And here's the other thing. Why is Belly's mom not saying to her, this is ridiculous. You are a train wreck. You need to stop with these two boys. Like, where is the mother in this situation?
I mean, she does kind of go off about the whole wedding, and she's like, you don't need to be doing this.
But that's only because of her own past history. It's not that she doesn't want her marrying Jeremiah. She goes off about the wedding because she got married young and it didn't work out for her, and so therefore now she's projecting that onto Belly. It's like, no, that is not a reason to be against this wedding. The reason to be against this wedding is for all the other litany of issues. I mean, just pick one. There's a whole barrel full of them.
I also think that Belly's mom doesn't know the extent of everything that has happened. Like, she knows some stuff.
Okay,
True,
but
she doesn't know how awful Jeremiah is.
It doesn't matter. None of that matters. She knows that Belly was dating Conrad. And now Belly's dating the brother, Jeremiah.
Here's my thing, though. I don't think that this all falls on Belly because I think she's dating one brother. The other brother should have in his head, oh, that means this girl is off limit to me forever.
Yes.
I don't understand. You think you can just go and you're okay sleeping with the girl who just slept with your brother? Like, that's what...
Oh, it's messed up. It's so messed up.
Yeah. Like, that's completely yes, it's awful of Belly, but like this is not all on her. Like
this is why this show is terrible. So don't watch it. If you haven't started, don't watch it. If you have started, may the odds be ever in your favor to try to stop. I've been trying. It's like a bad drug.
Unless you really like drama, then it's a wonderful show.
Good point.
It's not a wonderful show.
But if you like drama,
the language is terrible. The morality is non-existent. It's a terrible show. So, but I am going to finish. I'm going to stick it out. I don't know how it's going to end. Maybe I'll get through it this week and report back,
And then when the movie comes out, you'll have to watch it with us.
We can all go together, Mom.
Absolutely not.
We're going to have a watch party.
I have given this show more of my life than I should have already. I am not giving any more. I'm not giving any more. Once these 3 seasons are over, they're over. Y'all can tell me what happens. Also, I said this to Rebekah. If I could watch the show in 2 times speed, it would be better because A, I wouldn't be wasting so much of my time on it. And B, there are so many moments that are so cringy in this show.
Yeah.
The production value is terrible. The script is terrible. The acting is terrible. There's literally not a single redeeming quality to the show.
Sometimes the acting in certain parts can be a little questionable.
Oh, yeah. Some parts? You mean from the very first episode to the very last? And everywhere in between, the acting is not even questionable. It's just straight up terrible.
Maybe you would like the books better.
I've heard the books are worse than
I have not read the books, so I don't know why I'm promoting them because I've not read them.
Again, I'm not wasting another single solitary minute after these 3 seasons on this show. No books, no movies. I'm done.
Okay.
Done.
That's what you think.
Wiping my hands of it. So anyway, but Rebekah, you finished watching that catfishing documentary?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Do we need to talk about it?
Lauren, have you seen it?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, it's literally insane.
We won't talk about it we won't talk about it today because we don't want to spoil it. But
I don't think I'm going to watch it.
She's
So
like,
you
you
can
have a lot on your
spoil it.
plate. You have a lot on your plate.
I watch the same thing over and over again. I have a hard time watching new things, so I'd love to hear all about it.
Oh, what do you watch? What do you watch over and over?
Currently Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, I watched Grey's Anatomy when it came out.
My current rewatch.
That's a great show.
Is
Patrick Dempsey.
Is it the one on Netflix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I've heard about it, but I'm not going to watch it, so feel free to.
It's terrible. Don't watch it. Don't support this woman who basically, bullied her daughter for 2 years.
Stalked it more than bullied. This is like insane bullying.
Next level emotional trauma she put on these kids to the point where they were like contemplating suicide. And then it came out that it was the girl's mother that had been doing it. And the worst part of the documentary is she's not remorseful. She's basically blaming everyone else.
She's like, people commit crimes every day. That's not even like in the question. Like, you literally traumatized your daughter. Like, it was like really entertaining. But then I got to the end and I had to like skip through her confessionals because I was like, I don't want to listen to her like make excuses for herself. This is ridiculous.
And here's what makes me the angriest is we were talking about this at dinner is this woman I'm sure she got some kind of compensation for this. And so just the fact that like, where are we as a society that we're entertained by someone traumatizing emotionally for the rest of her life, her child, and then getting paid for it? Like, I'm honestly really angry with whoever produced this documentary. It's not okay. So anyway, boy, we have just hit some crazy stuff tonight.
I feel like the past 10 minutes has just been you complaining about everything you have been watching recently, Mom.
I will tell you what I'm watching.
Maybe you need to get back into Grey's Anatomy.
Here's what I'm watching that I'm not going to complain about. It's my third time watching it. Is Dad and I are rewatching Downton Abbey. I love it so much. British TV is so much better than our TV here. It's so beautifully written. The characters are so delightful. The scripts are beautiful. The scenery is beautiful. Just the costumes, everything. I love it. I love every bit of it. True. The wit, the quick wit of the Dowager Countess is wonderful. So there you have it. I don't complain about all shows.
Yeah.
Just those two.
I have a rant about something I watched kind of recently on the airplane coming back to the U.S. I had a 12-hour flight, and I don't normally watch movies on planes because I just like fall asleep, but I could not fall asleep. Like, I just was struggling. So I ended up watching 3 movies, and I ended up typing up like a whole rant on my phone to like share on the podcast, and I forgot that I had it until I looked at my podcast notes last night. So apparently I was really passionate about this on the plane. But okay, the movies I watched were two of the Batman movies with Christian Bale. So The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And here I have 2 things about just all superhero movies in general. Okay. First of all, why does it always take them so long to call like the National Guard or like national, like when it's like set in the United States? Let's bring in some federal agents to help out with like people trying to destroy this entire island. You know what I mean? Like, I know we're trying to like do it ourselves, but I was like, someone called the U.S. Army. I don't understand why it's taking so
U.S. Army. You honestly have no idea what the branches of the military do. What
yes, I do. Are. I don't know National that. Guard. All I know is that. Okay, well, I said National Guard first, so yeah, I was correct. Yeah. Okay, that's my first rant.
Okay.
My second rant is, okay, I feel like this is a trope in like all superhero movies, is that like, so you have the superhero, and there's always like a girl who he's involved in, like a love interest, right?
Right.
And the conflict is always that she's like, we can't be together until you're done putting yourself in dangerous situations and fighting the bad guys. And so it's, we can't be together because he's always busy fighting the bad guys and he can't give up his life as a superhero because people will die and he's being noble for that. But the girl is like, well, then I can't be with you because I can't deal with you putting your life at risk, or I don't know what her reasonings are. And I think that's ridiculous. Like, I don't understand that. Like, absolutely, go be a superhero. If you can't be home all the time, great. I have the house to myself. Like, I don't understand.
I was like, what in the world?
I was wondering where that was going.
Yeah, me
and now
too.
I understand.
Me too.
And
There
now,
you have it.
So apparently now we just need to find you a superhero.
That's right. That's right. So she can live by herself. So
okay, you're putting yourself in danger? As you should. Like, yes, you're being a man. Great. I will sit at home with the house to myself. That sounds amazing to me. So that's my rant.
Oh, man. Well, there you have it. Lauren, I was with you. I was like, where is she going with this?
Where is she going with this? Like,
and then now we know.
Then it all made sense.
It all makes sense. It all makes sense. Well, listen. All right. Well, we have been having a really fun night. This has been a fun way to spend a Monday night. But we probably do need to wrap it up. Rebekah and I have committed to try to keep the episodes a little shorter. And so this is our first noble attempt at that. So anyway, with all that being said, is it time for high point and low point?
Yes. I know Lauren's ready. She said she's been thinking about this all week.
I'm so
ever
proud.
Since you asked me to be on the podcast, my first thought was I need to be prepared with my high point and low point.
Yes.
Lucky for you, I have a specific story for my low point.
Oh.
I got a phone call earlier this week from the leasing office at my apartment, and they said they received a complaint from my downstairs neighbor. And they said that, first of all, mind you, this lady's dog has got to be the loudest, most annoying yappity dog on the face of the earth. It is so loud. But never have I called to complain about her dog. Apparently, I walk too much for her. It's too loud, my walking. Okay.
What?
And my alarm clock is a problem for her.
Your alarm clock?
Yes. Okay. I will say I can kind of see the alarm clock because my biggest nightmare is not getting up and being late for work. So I set a lot of alarms. And I have this alarm clock. It's called a sunrise alarm, and it lights up and then it makes noise and it vibrates. So I guess she was saying it was waking her up, which I did feel really bad about. Said she was waking up an hour sooner. Okay, whatever. So I said
Girl, just start your day earlier.
I said I would just rely on my other alarms. Okay, no problem. I don't know what she wants me to do about the walking. Though.
Right.
What am I supposed to do?
Never walk?
World?
You're supposed to hover.
What? Anyway, so that was my low point for the week.
What did the leasing... Please tell me the leasing agent was kind of laughing. This is a little...
No. That's why... Okay, so she said your downstairs neighbor called to complain about her alarm clock. It's waking her up an hour before she usually wakes up. And she didn't want to make a big deal about it. This is just a courtesy call. But
what does she expect you to do? Not set an alarm?
Yeah. And then with the walking, she was like, yeah, if you could just kind of be mindful. If it's late at night, just kind of walk softer so you don't disturb her.
I mean, scoot around on your bottom. And also, here's the other thing. Whatever happened to just having conversation with people? Why couldn't this lady come up and knock on your door and just say, hey, honey, I just have a couple things that, could we talk through them?
Yep.
Whatever happened to that?
And it all
Be a big girl.
And
oh, man. Well, did you say anything to the leasing agent about her dog?
I didn't, because I am a non-confrontational person and I am a people pleaser and I do not cause problems.
Listen, you should have said, I'm going to do my best, but she needs to put a, what do they call a muzzle on that dog. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah. So that was my
that's
low
a good
point.
Low point, actually. I'm sorry that happened.
That's okay. And then my high point was the Bachelorette weekend. It was really fun.
Yay. So fun.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Okay. I love it. That's so fun. Well, I'll go next. Okay, so my high point for this week, and actually it was from last week. Both my high point and low point were from last week. So I have a little group of girls that I used to teach. I was their Connect group leader when they were in middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. And y'all, they started a Marco Polo group chat and put me on it. They are now so in college. These girls are now in college. I'm like, I feel so honored that they think that I am cool enough to be in this group chat with them. And they update me about their lives. They tell me about job interviews they're going on, or what they did today, or what they ate for dinner, and just all the random things. And that just made my week. So they know who they are. They want to be on the podcast, and I think we're going to see what we can do to work that out. It would be hilarious.
It would be so fun.
It would be so fun. So I'm going to talk to them and get that figured out. Okay. My low point is last week I was walking Luna. The neighbor 2 houses up from me has a little dog that looks like Luna and a German Shepherd. Well, I saw the little dog out, and I thought, if the little dog is out, the German Shepherd might be out too. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross the road so that I'm not on the same side of the street as these dogs. I'm walking her up the sidewalk. The next thing you know, the little dog comes storming after us. I mean, growling, barking. Well, right behind the little dog comes the German Shepherd. And when I tell you I lost my mind, I lost my mind. I was screaming like a little girl, yelling for help. I literally crashed out. I was panicking. I was trying to get Luna up. I mean, it was trauma. Now, the backstory is, y'all know a few years ago, my sweet neighbor next door, her dog was attacked by 3 dogs on the loose, and her dog did not make it. And so that's all I could think about was, oh my gosh, it's happening again. It's happening again. So I literally freaked out. I mean, I need some crisis training because I did not handle that well at all. But here's the worst part of it.
The funny part. Oh.
The best part is I was Marco Poloing when this all happened.
But you deleted it.
I deleted it.
Why?
It's my biggest regret.
It would be the best Marco Polo to ever exist because it would just be her screaming for help.
It was me screaming. It is really scary because Daisy, our dog, got attacked.
Yep.
A year or so ago, and the other dog had her fully in her mouth.
Yep.
I remember that. It was scary.
It's scary. It's so scary. And so, but then there was the house I was in front of, she came out and shooed them away. I mean, y'all, I lost it. I kind of used to consider myself to be pretty good in a crisis, but I didn't handle this well. But I don't like dogs. I will say I'm scared of big dogs. A situation when I was a kid, I got traumatized by that. That's a whole another story for another day. But anyway, the lady came out and she was like, well, you're screaming and that's making them come over here. Like, she was like chastising me.
Oh
and
my gosh, I didn't know that.
This is not my fault. I'm walking my dog. This is not my fault. So anyway, that was my low point. It was pretty traumatizing, honestly. So anyway.
Yeah, that's really valid.
Crazy. Yeah. Crazy. So there you have it. Okay. How about you, Rebekah?
Okay. Well, for my high point, I was also going to say the bachelorette party because it was really fun. So I feel kind of bad also saying the same thing. So I'm going to say a second high point too. Because, we have had feedback that we shouldn't, our high point and low point have to be different
than stories we've told during the podcast. So we're trying to be better.
Yes. But no, truly, this weekend, the bachelorette party, was definitely a high point. But another high point last week, I think, was Mom and I went to Dahlonega, and I got to see where McKinney lives now, his house with his friends, and I don't know, it was just really fun, and it's cool to see where he lives in his house, and
it's so fun.
Yeah.
He's so proud of that house. I mean, him walking around, it's hilarious.
Told us every little detail,
everything. He was opening all the kitchen cabinets. This is so and so's cabinet. This is, it was really, really fun. That was so
Aw.
fun. So,
That was fun.
yeah. Okay. And do you have a low point?
My low point was probably just like being kind of sick-ish all last week. Basically, I didn't think about this, but I, for 6 months, have been eating really healthy, fresh food without all the pesticides and the
Right.
gross stuff that they put in our foods when you buy it at the grocery store. And then I came back and immediately within 24 hours had Zaxby's and pizza. So, was not thinking. And then like I just, was struggling all week just eating different things. So my body had a
Right.
hard time adjusting to
Yeah,
American
totally
food.
messed up your system for sure, which is so telling of how, terrible our food here is and all the things that are in it.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, that stinks.
Yep.
Anyway. Well, all right, ladies, this was so fun. Thanks for
Thank
coming
you,
on, Lauren.
Thanks
Yeah.
for having me.
Yep, and we're just really counting down the days until the wedding. It's going to be next week. It's gonna
9
be
more
so
days.
fun. 9 days.
I guess closer to 8 days now.
That's
crazy.
so wild. That's crazy. I can't believe you're going to be married.
I know.
I know.
Like, married.
Yeah.
It's like, married.
It is really, I feel like
Crazy.
time has flown by really fast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't even really think that it's happening, but it is.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a beautiful day. You're going to be an absolute stunning bride. And
Thank you.
I'm just so excited that I'm going to be there to see it all. So,
Yay.
Thank you.
Me too.
anyway. Well, all right.
Okay.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Y'all have a good week.
Bye.